Hey everybody, and welcome to King's Titan Homestead. My name is Monica, and today, oh man, I'm tired. So, I did a bee removal last night from an olive tree. Take a peek. So it was huge. The base of it, even though the tree kind of went like this, the base of it was so large. It was an amazing grandfather tree, like an old tree. The homeowner said he had been living there for 35 years, and that when he got there, when he first started living there, the tree was already big at that time. So that just tells you what an amazing old tree it was. Sadly, this is not the first time it was infested with Africanized bees, and the first time they chose a different route than live bee removal. And so this time he found, through friends of a friend of a friend, they found out that they could save the bees. And so they're like, oh, what can we do? I'm like, well, we are going to cut it open and see just how bad inside it is, just in a little spot so I can get my hand in there. Wow. It's amazing that this tree is still alive. The entire base was just basically a hollow void. It seemed like it was going down to the gates of hell. It was just deep and spreading, completely took over the root area, totally hollow inside, which is, olive trees do that, mulberries, china berries. Lots of trees are kind of like really prone to that kind of thing. But we were able to get a lot of them out, and all their brood. There's a little pile of honey that we couldn't reach. I'm hoping that there's not too many bees left this morning because it was such a ginormous undertaking. We had 4 people working on it, myself and 3 assistants. And it took 4 hours. I mean, I literally didn't get it home till 12:30 a.m. from this. We do bee removals at night for safety and containment because these are Africanized bees, and being unpredictable, they can attack people up to 200 yards away when their hive is disturbed. So we just don't want any issues happening. And there was a lot of bees in there. I mean, I couldn't even look for the queen because the one vacuum box was so full of bees that was just a lost cause. I looked a few times but didn't see her. So I'm not even sure if I really have her, but they are set up inside of their new home. And so this is during the removal. And then when I put them away, I noticed one of the bees had a mite on her. Yeah. Africanized bees are not resistant to Varroa. They're not. I keep telling people this, and people are like, oh, that's what we hear. No. I do bee removals. I actually check. I purposely check to see how they're doing. And so when I was looking at their brood, I realized the brood was just basically a mite bomb. So because I don't treat the Africanized bees immediately when they come in, they don't like it, and if you do that, they'll leave. So you can't treat them for mites right when they arrive. So giving them their brood and allowing the mite issue to continue, instead, I went more of a natural mite deterrent type thing where I actually did like a brood interruption, basically by pulling her brood from her and telling her start over again. So basically the only mites that are now left inside the colony are now the mites that are on the bodies of the bees. And so after they get settled in and everything, then in a month or two, I will probably do, depending on how much she broods up, I will probably do a mite treatment at that time. But right when you get them in, After a bee removal, you don't want to treat them for mites immediately. I've just found that you lose a lot of the bees to absconding. They just don't. They don't like it. I mean, they've never had it done. And so they're like, you know, foreign, and they leave. So, that here's some pictures of the mite on one of the worker bees and some mites in the brood area. And these are worker cells. They did have some drone cells, and this is just a trait the Africanized bees do. They create drones almost year-round. Isn't that lovely? Which actually, you know, is a host for more Varroa. And but these Varroa that I'm showing you are on the worker bees, on the pupas, the worker bees. So, yeah.